Well, that wraps up this episode. Disney World, we gotta go. See ya.
Maybe I should start standing.
Oh, get ready, everybody. Here we go. Welcome to the fun. It's the Big Mouse Show. Step right up. Let me tell you what's the scoop. Jamie, Carter, Sam. Welcome to our crew. Magic in the air, gonna raise the sound. Mensa active games where the smiles abound. Disney dreams alive. Oh, we're on a quest with our family vibes. We're truly blessed. From the rankings to the laughs, it's the ultimate ride. In the Big Mouse House, let's enjoy the vibe. In the Big Mouse House, we're living the dream with games and laughs. It's a
Welcome back to a special episode of the Big Mouse House. Imagine for us, for a second, that Walt Disney himself walks through the gates of Magic Kingdom tomorrow morning. What are the things that would make him smile? What are the things that would disappoint him? That's today's episode of the Big Mouse House as we focus in with Carter and Sam. How you doing tonight, guys?
Great.
Doing dandy.
Good to see you guys. We had a good episode last time with Carter and I walking away as millionaires, so that was always a good thing. Sam, thanks again for putting all that together.
Yeah, just
And
appreciate you
paying
guys. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming back after y'all's life-changing amount of money.
Exactly.
You know? Thanks for
Already
sticking
spent
with
it.
the pod.
Already spent it.
Well, Sam, our conversation we had a couple weeks ago about kind of the vision of where Disney World is going, I think spurred a lot of good conversation, a lot of good comments from our listeners. And so I got to thinking about just Walt Disney himself. And, we've kind of hinted around this a couple of times, Carter, about what would Walt think of Disney World now. But I really want to dive into that in a fun way, in an interactive way for our listeners as well at home, and just talk about where we think Disney's going and where we think Disney's at and the things that Walt envisioned and the things that Walt held dear to him. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Big Mouse House.
Okay, so Jamie kind of tasked us with finding some quotes from Walt or from somebody else related to Disney World and maybe Disneyland about kind of what I guess Walt's vision was. And then, like Jamie said, is that being achieved right now? I've got a few quotes. I'm going to start with one and we can talk about it.
Okay.
This first one says, there's no magic in magic. It's all in the details. Walt Disney said that. What do you guys think about that in relation to the parks?
If you really look at the things that Disney does well, I think it is those attentions to detail. And having gone to compare it to, say, Universal, those are the things that really set it apart for me, Sam. And it's things as small as the cleanliness, the painting, the details, the intentionality with so many things that they do. It's real easy to throw up a screen. It's real easy to have some fancy roller coaster. It's real easy to, I'm not going to say easy, but, those are things that it's easy to get focused on. But it's those little things. When you turn that corner, Mickey Mouse embracing a kid for the first time, man, you just cannot touch that. And there's nothing like that in any other theme park that I've been a part of. What about you, Carter?
Yeah, it's almost like one of those things you don't really realize just how much or just how detail-oriented Disney is until you go to a Universal, until you go to like a Six Flags. You can't really compare Six Flags to Disney World, but again, like it's like the cleanliness, the small thing, like it's the details that really set them apart, and I think they nailed it. It's almost something we take for granted, I think, because you don't realize how well they nailed it because they nailed it so well, and you don't really know any different.
Right.
To jump in, I think, and I've talked about this on the podcast before, that Henry and I went to Six Flags last summer with a church group. We were just so excited. We're like, oh, these rides, it's going to be great.
Because y'all are thrill ride
Because
people.
we're rides people.
Right.
Turns out, theme parks are more than just rides. And when you're there and you're walking around, and between each ride, there's just trees or there's just a walkway, there's no connection. It's definitely a different experience. It's not an experience. It's like it's rides, which is great. And I love rides. I'm a rides guy. But the theme part was just absolutely missing. And it really, like Carter just said, it really made you think how good Disney is at it. I think that we're seeing with the new president of the parks, new CEO of Disney in general. I think we're going to see more theming. I think we're going to see a return to that detail. Not that it's gotten not detailed, but when Disney has up the tarps or when they have up the construction walls,
Right.
like it
The
does right
plants.
now. Yes, it's so distracting.
Right.
And I think with all the new worlds going up, I think we're going to see that detail continue. For Walt, Disneyland, and then obviously the Disney World was all about the experience, right? This total encompassing experience that wasn't just rides, it was everything. And the details mattered to Walt so much that he was on site every day.
Right.
Basically living at Disneyland every day to make sure things were going the way he saw it. He hired the best people, encouraged the best people to make the best decisions because he knew what he wanted, which was just an experience for everyone from the oldest to the youngest. And I think we get that consistently. And when we don't get that at Disney World, it's an eyesore. It's so easy to see it because it doesn't fit in well with the rest of Disney World, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I have two examples I want to give in regards to that, Sam. Do you remember when they were doing all the work in Epcot and they had the walls that went all the way around the middle aspects of Epcot, and they were up there for so long? And yes, they did a ton of work, but I've shared before on the podcast, my favorite spot to be just about anywhere in Disney World is around that Walt the Dreamer statue, around that area where they're playing the music. Did they do a whole lot of like, oh my gosh, that's craziness? No, but it's all the detail stuff that they do and that they made happen that just grabbed me. And the other extreme of that is an area that's lacking in Disney World. And I don't need them to do anything about this, but like if you walk from Avatar up the big bridge,
I knew you were about to say this.
Going to Lion King.
Yeah.
It's just a bridge. Yeah. There's nothing in between it. And it's not like I need them to do something with that, but that's a prime example of when you don't have those details. And I'm not punking them out about it because it is a quicker way to get there. And I'm thankful for that. But when you don't have that theming, like you just said, you almost feel like, man, what's going on here? Because you expect it from Disney World in so many ways.
Yeah. And I think even the things they put in Disney World or Disneyland fit in, even if they're well themed. I know a lot of people in California are upset about Avatar possibly coming to Disneyland. They're like, look, leave that in Florida. We want our kind of different stuff. And, they do share a lot, but there are some things that are just like Disneyland. There's some things that are Disney World. Even when they're so well themed, they're also like that park's thing.
Right.
And Jamie, what you just said just struck a chord with me because that's the first thing I thought of. Where in Disney World is it poorly themed in terms of just like details? Everywhere else in Disney World, you can't go 10 steps really without seeing something and some kind of small thing. Like the hidden Mickeys, people obsess. Where are the hidden Mickeys? Where are the hidden Mickeys? Well, that's like the smallest minute detail, and yet people still search them out because that's what they expect from Disney World.
That's right.
Here's more details that we're not even talking. How about the cast members? How about the shops? How about the food? How about the mobile ordering? All those things are details that make the magic possible, right? All those things add up. When your cast member is poor, you have a poor experience with the cast member, your day is not going to be magical, right? And we use the word magic. We use the word
pixie dust.
Pixie dust, right? Well, pixie dust is magic, right? And it's not magic. They didn't make something appear out of nowhere. It was something that was done for you that created magic. So it's human beings working together as one to make other people's day better than it can be.
To optimize experience.
Absolutely. And so that's where you're at with it. And that's what you see all the time. So it's those small details, the things people wear. You don't see certain lands.
You're not going to see a Tomorrowland guide
walking
in
around
Adventureland,
Fantasyland or Adventureland or whatever.
For Walt,
no, they're going to stay where they are. You told all those small things add up. And then again, I'm going to Six Flags didn't listen to this, so whatever. If you see a
Spider-Man guy,
sure, walking by the Texas Giant or whatever, or in line with you to get a Cinnabon, it's a little it's off-putting, but it's par for the course. Where at Disney, you would never see that because you expect so high, right? So high a service.
Absolutely. Well, that's a great start. That's the details, and that was so important to Walt. And it doesn't take you long to research that or see some of the things that, some of those core values that he had in that regard still played out in Disney World today. And so great opening, Sam. How about you, Carter? What's your quote?
I got one that really caters to what we were talking about a couple weeks ago. This is from Walt as well. He says, "Times."
Walt who?
Walt Smith.
Oh, I'm a big Walt Smith. Neville High graduate. Great soccer player, soccer coach.
We call him Smitty. Times and conditions change so rapidly that we must keep our aim constantly focused on the future.
He's bringing this to us, Sam.
Yeah.
Because he knows we punked out the future.
Sit on that, Tony Baxter.
Oh, my gosh. Leave Tony alone.
Well,
Unk.
I listened back, Carter.
I did too.
With Emily. I listened back to that, and Emily was like, oh, Carter kind of got y'all. And I was like, well, Carter's a
Thank
genius.
you, Emily.
Carter's a genius.
Sometimes my genius is almost frightening.
It is frightening. I think everybody understands what we're saying. We're not anti-innovation, and we're not anti-new, really, really cool things. Like, I think that's amazing. But again, the devil's in the details still. And so we still look for detailed things that are future wise. If we're going to talk about the future, let's talk about Tomorrowland, which is not the future.
That was more like yesterday.
Yeah, most of it. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to continue to see a lot of things that continue to change in Disney World, and that's a good thing. Do I think there's some rides? I think there are some untouchable things, but I could be wrong.
Like what?
Well, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to touch pirates.
I thought you were saying like untouchable for you.
No, I mean,
Okay.
I'm almost saying like pirate. I don't think they're going to touch pirates.
And Small World's another one. That's the one that people.
Oh, they always
It's
talk
so
about it.
polarizing, but it's going to remain.
I saw one today. I saw a reel today. Oh, they should put a Rapunzel ride there. I was like, it's just not happening, man.
Right.
It's just not happening.
So, Carter, I think what you're alluding to that maybe you want to throw out for discussion is Disney's announcement about the Carousel of Progress getting a massive overhaul in Disney World.
Yeah, we can talk about that. How you feel about that?
If this is your first time listening, the Carousel of Progress is my heart in every way, shape, and form in all of Disney World. It's my childhood personified, and I love it. Like we've talked about, I'm not one of those guys that's going to stick my head in the sand and act like it's going to stay like that forever. I'm cautiously optimistic, which is a word that Sam uses a lot. And I go back to our discussions about Splash Mountain and its conversion over to Tiana's and how we were just so nervous about that.
Yeah.
And protecting the integrity of what that ride meant to us throughout the years. And then here comes Tiana's. We think we like it more than we like Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
And so if they are able to pull that off, I will be amazed, but I won't be surprised. How about that? It's not that I expect it to happen, but for a lot more of what I read throughout this week, they get it. And they're going to protect the pureness and the intention of Carousel of Progress. They're just going to update it. And so for that reason, I'm really, really excited. I hate it's not going to be there for us in December. I hate that I'm not going to be able to take Beckett on that in that manner. But, when we do get to experience it together, it'll be the new one.
It'll be brand new for
That's
both.
right.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
Film
And
it.
See, in my opinion, that's not one of those sacred rides. I can easily see them shutting that down. As a Carousel of Progress fan, I think you should be very excited about this because this just guarantees longevity for that attraction.
If we go back in the first 20 episodes, I think one of us called this. And I think you were talking about how we weren't worried about Carousel of Progress. But one of us said, if they ever take a ride and they retheme it, or not retheme, but they just update it, that is the best possible outcome for its longevity. Because that means they're investing in the
good
ride
point.
for another 10 years.
At least, yeah.
So that means, hey, this is something that matters to us. Also, it's something that we need to kind of update. And I get that. I do. The Carousel of Progress it's that rock of Tomorrowland that's talking about Walt's vision, right? So it's like this awesome, really cool thing. But Carter just said something about what Walt's vision was, which is about the future.
The future.
Change. So what an awesome opportunity for them to take that. Man, I wonder if that is going to be one of the quotes they use when Walt talks.
Could be. Very well.
I would
Very well could
I would
be.
not be surprised.
The other aspect of it, we thought maybe it would be limited to they were going to change the opening scene to like they have in Disneyland where they have the animatronic of Walt. And so that we thought that was going to be the update.
Are they not doing that?
They are, but now they're
There's a lot more to
redoing
it.
every
Oh,
single
yeah. Every
scene,
scene's
right.
going to be different, right?
And so I'm sure we'll talk a lot more about this, and I don't want to get bogged down into this too much because I want to keep our focus on what we're talking about with Walt. But it is kind of the timing of this episode and the timing of that announcement from Disney kind of coincide with each other and is a great example of what I think we're talking about. To answer your question, Carter, I'm cautiously optimistic. I really want to believe the best, and until they give me a reason not to, that's what I'm going to do.
I didn't think there'd be any sort of not like all 100% in on this from you. I guess when you have so much emotional attachment to how it is right now, I could see caution, optimism.
What's the over-under on Tom Hanks going to be the voice of the main character? I mean, 99% going to happen? Because it already sounds kind of like him anyway.
I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you.
It really
That's a good
sounds like him
point.
already.
I could see him doing Disney, though, because he did him in
Saving Mrs. Banks.
Saving Mr. Banks movie.
One of the best Disney movies of all time. by
Really
the way.
is. Very underrated.
Unreal.
I remember watching that in the movies.
Yeah.
So
I think I made
we
you
all,
go.
I think we all went together. I may have gone with y'all.
You want me to go refill the popcorn in the middle of it?
Jamie was
no
not leaving that
surprise there.
theater.
No surprise there. No
yeah.
butter. No butter.
I think Tom Hanks involved.
Hot buttered popcorn, that's a deal.
Anyway, all right, Jamie, what you got?
One of the quotes that I wanted to use is, I do not like to repeat successes. I like to go on to other things, which maybe goes into what Carter just mentioned. And I think this one's fascinating because would Walt like IP lands, like what they're doing with Monsters, Inc. and Villains Land, that kind of thing, the repeated ride systems, that we get kind of critical on. The theming is different, but at the end of the day, you can look at something like Rise of the Resistance, Remy Ratatouille, or do you think that he would like to just still kind of kick it with his originalities? I think Disney in some ways has lost some of their experimentation. It's one of the things about the Monsters Inc. land I'm really excited about is that coaster that you're going to be dangling from.
It seems so different.
It's going to be very, very different. Yeah. So I like the idea of that. I'm not a big thrill ride guy, but, things like Soarin', that was very experimental and very different. And, obviously we still love that one very much. But I wanted to kick that out there and see what you thought about the whole IP thing, how you think he would feel about that.
I think another one of the reasons that Guardians is the hit that it is and continues to be right now is how different it is. I think that's the big deal with Cosmic Rewind, is that it's such a different ride. Look at the crowds. Like, Space Mountain's numbers continue to drop because it's a roller coaster, it's dark. And I love it. I personally love Space Mountain. I love it, it's getting lower, but people like the new things. Tron, still 3 or 4 years later, is still hot because it's just different what Disney has done.
That's
right.
Right.
Whereas Remy's is plateauing. It's not getting as high as it used to be. Frozen's still more. Rise, it's still high because it's the biggest Star Wars ride. But look at Smuggler's Run, which is basically the same thing as Star Tours. You can get on that in 20 minutes.
Right.
That's the easiest ride to get on in the world. So we're seeing that. We're not seeing apathy from guests, but we are seeing real-time reaction on rideability, re-rideability, lightning lane numbers. Those things tell a story. And you're right, Monsters Inc. is going to be so cool because it's such a different ride.
Right.
I just continue to hope that we continue to get shows. I mean, I'm worried at Hollywood Studios about them closing shows and putting more rides, because I think shows add a variety to Hollywood Studios. I love some of the rides there, but do we need 3 spinning rides at Magic Kingdom?
Nope.
No.
Sure don't.
They're just time eaters, really, and not even that. So, what are we doing? I get what you're saying. I think we do need to continue to bring in new things and new ideas. But when something works in a small land area, which I mentioned last time, you're going to continue to do it until it's broken. It hasn't broken yet. So keep doing it. They changed Remy's from 3D to 2D because it wasn't working 3D.
Right.
And now it really is more like Rise of Resistance. That was kind of the one good thing. It was 3D.
I'm not counting this as a second quote, but what popped in my mind was his quote of, "It's kind of fun to do the impossible." I don't know that we've seen a whole lot of that. Maybe since Galaxy's Edge,
Yeah.
I don't know that you would call that impossible. It's pretty freaking cool.
Even like Galactic Star Cruiser, which everybody just hates on. If you don't know what that is, that was the Disney Star Wars themed 3-day journey hotel thing. That was way too expensive, but it was really interesting. And they were trying to do that. They took the biggest shot they've taken in a long time, and it failed. But it was cool they tried it. I enjoyed that. When I look at Muppets and Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster, I mean, I'm not even that jacked, and I like the Muppets, all right, but they just took the same thing and they put new songs on it. It's literally it.
The same ride itself.
Which again, we all thought that was going to happen, but that's not innovation. That's just IP. So that's something that doesn't make me extremely happy with Disney. And hey, you couldn't do something different with Muppets. You had a great Muppet show. Okay, you want to do a ride? Well, let's create another ride. Why just take over an already existing ride? Seemed the easiest possible route to me.
Yeah.
And that scares me.
Do you think it's fair to maybe give them the benefit of the doubt and say that Disney World, World specifically, has been in a transition period with the switching of CEO and that kind of thing?
I think it's too early for that.
Yeah, it's only been
but
5 months.
No. I'm saying because they knew Iger was going to step down eventually, or that his time was coming to an end.
Yeah.
There really hadn't been a whole lot of just unbelievable things since Galaxy's Edge was 2019. Maybe now that they have this park-minded guy, maybe some of the innovation comes back. Like we talk about the Monsters Inc. thing, that's new. It's a small new, but there's going to be a sushi restaurant in Monstropolis. There's no sushi anywhere in Disney other than Japan and Epcot. In Animal Kingdom, the casita, we ain't seen a whole lot on that. They could do some unbelievable things just going off the movie. Maybe the past decade or so, there hadn't been a lot, but maybe they've been gearing towards a time where it comes. Think about how crazy we thought the concept art for Villains Land was. And they said, that's not enough. We need bigger, better.
Good point.
So maybe it's not here now, but maybe it's on the way. And I got time. I'm willing to wait.
I cannot wait for all you people to go waste your time in Villains Land when I get the rest of Magic Kingdom myself. It's going to be the best. Carter, Mr. Optimism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
That's what they call me.
Positivity.
That's what they
'Cause he's
call me.
young.
No doubt. Mr. Congeniality, Carter. is here to turn the tides. Look, I'm with you, Cart. You know what? Let's handshake on this. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Let's do it. We'll come back in 6 years.
Great.
I want to move on, but I don't know that I give credit just yet to the power of that CEO role to snap your fingers and change the vision of where Disney's going or not going. Maybe I'm being
But for him to be so like park centric already, I don't think that's just a coincidence, because Disney is a lot more than just world and land.
okay. Well, I hope that's the case for sure.
To infinity and beyond.
All right, my next one is also from a guy named Walt Disney. Okay.
Smith?
Yeah, Walt Smith, of course, his middle name, special middle name. Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
What was the second part of that?
Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. I think my new favorite type of Disney video, I try to stay off social media, but when I go on there, is when they bring like a 90-something-year-old person to Disney World for the first time. Or a couple who's been going for 50 or 60 years. It's like, we've had annual passing since 1976. And they talk about the changes, and you see these people have never been before, their faces light up. It does not matter how young or old you are. When you see that castle the first time, it's gonna light you up. Carter, what you think about that?
Yeah, this kind of goes along with my next quote, so I'll just go ahead and say it, and we can kind of do them together. This is from Walt Smith Disney. Adults are just grown-up kids anyway. And I think that is so much like cheesy, Disney adult, whatever, but like that's why we love it so much. Because you can go there and you can kind of feel like a kid again. You can be in awe of things. You can have unreal experiences that you can't have anywhere else. You know, there's no responsibility there other than like
Paying for it.
the app stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like, you know, in the moment, like that's what it's all about. That's what keeps you coming back, is the things that you established as a kid loving, and then coming back to that as an adult, and then finding new things to fall in love with. Like, this thing we've been talking about for the past month now feels like I like that.
Let me ask you a question, Carter. When you look at me and Sam and your mom and Emily being older, and obviously me and mom are a lot older than Emily and Sam are, but like,
Emily thanks you for that.
do you consider us, I'll just take Emily and Sam out of it. How about that? Because they have young kids. Do you look at me and mom and think we're Disney adults?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm offended by that.
Well, I think
Why would you say you're not?
there's a negative connotation on that, right? We've even kind of made fun of that Disney adult term or label we put on people, but you don't one of those people that's going up there and stealing opportunities from children.
Right.
I think that's where people get with like the Disney adult that's up there, you know, racing, throwing kids to the ground, and you know this obtuse, you know, ridiculous caricature of what a person who just enjoys Disney is. You know,
that's like the stereotype. That's not how I.
Yeah.
When you said, "Are you a Disney adult?" That's not what came to my mind.
I'm just here to tell you right now, if it wasn't for my kids and now my grandson and sharing it with my brother-in-law and his family and their kids, it wouldn't be fun to me. I don't know that I would enjoy it. I just don't. Without being able to share it, what's the point?
I thought you were going to say, I would move to Orlando tomorrow.
I thought that's where we were going as well.
Mom says that.
Well, we're moving on now. Moving on to the east side.
I think you're right, Sam. It definitely does have like that negative connotation, but and that's not really what I was going for. But like, if I didn't have my family, it'd be pointless. And so,
But I think you have to also know you to understand why Carter would say it. You're also a completionist. You are a collector. You are a hobbyist. And one of the things that you've enjoyed collecting and hobbying and Legoing or whatever you want to say is something that connects us, right? With Disney. So like, I would have never gone back to Disney World without children. Never. So I would never, there's no reason I ever gone. And when I talk about all the time, we went to LA, probably 2017. We were like, oh gosh, what are we going to do in Los Angeles? You know, we made a list, right? Let's go to Universal Studios. We only want to go to Disneyland. Why would we go there? And now we talk about, we're like, what were we doing? We could have gone to Disneyland without kids, and like just to go and seen it one time, and to have that opportunity. It's somewhere we enjoy going as a family, and I enjoy going there as an adult with my wife, and I would go there again without the kids. But there is definitely something special about going with other people.
but back to your quotes, you know, it is a timeless thing. You see every age represented there. You know, like in our bio for our TikTok, we put them there. It's appropriate for the ages of 1 to 101.
Yeah.
Not that you're disqualified at 102, but
Appreciate y'all listening to that. by the way.
everybody
No,
falls
you
into
are.
it. You know what I mean? Like, you do see every age represented. You do see different nationalities. You do see different family makeups, and you see different people represented in every way, shape, and form in Disney World, because it is timeless. And so I like that quote, and I think it definitely applies. It applies for us. That's a good one, Carter.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Guys, I've got one more. Let's see if we can get some discussion out of this. The magic is as wide as a smile and as narrow as a wink, loud as laughter and quiet as a tear. It is the magic that begins the happily ever after.
Ooh, see, I think they
He
got
said
away
that?
from this.
Yeah.
Man, read that again for everybody.
The magic is as wide as a smile and as narrow as a wink, loud as laughter and quiet as a tear. It is the magic that begins the happily ever after.
Tell me another place where that applies other than Disney World. And I know we're partial. We have a Disney podcast, but that's everything wrapped up in a bow right there, man. That's really good.
That perfectly encapsulates Walt. I don't know how much that encapsulates Disney anymore.
What do you think? What do you think? Tell me.
Like, yes, there's still magic. Yes, there's still everything is great, but this is part of the adapting to the future, I guess, and going along with everything else. But I think it's become more to them about like where they can make money. Maybe not more than the magic, but more than it was like when Walt was doing his thing. Like I truly believe Walt's aim, his goal was to make people happy. And now it's become this business first type of thing to where they're going to do that, but they're going to make money doing it. They're going to stretch where they can stretch and do all these things to profit off of people's happiness.
Well, I do want to remind you that Walt Disney was a businessman
Sure.
who fought many copyright battles while he was alive against other people to maintain his trademarks on a lot of his characters and ideas. So this is not a man who is there as a pauper at all, and since he passed, they've only added 3 parks to Disney World, 2 water parks. They've added all of the international parks as well. And I don't think they did that just for money, but money is a great reason to do it, And like, do I think that hurts the magic? I think it hurts my ability to go as often. And I think that's not as magical personally for me. I'd like to go twice a year, but I cannot afford that, which
Right.
is, that's a reality on not only our, economy and the country and inflation and whatever, but also the price of Disney World. Okay. So I hear you. I still think, and Jamie has said this before, and this is not a negative thing. I think this is a realistic quote you've said, Jamie. You say, if you're going to Disney World, you have to have the mindset you're going to spend some money. And if you just go and you have that money saved up in a budget, I'm not telling you go blow and go into debt to go to Disney World. But like Jamie and I've said it, Carter has alluded to it, it's going to cost money.
Yeah.
And if you know you got that money in the bank and you go in there in that mindset, you have a plan, it's going to be magical still. Yeah. And I hear you, because it is very frustrating to look at prices on a lot of stuff. Like right now, I haven't bought tickets yet because we're going in December. We have not paid one dime for tickets yet, or for the Christmas party. I'm already dreading it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money we're about to throw down for 4 people.
Yep.
Y'all have a ton of people going. Like, there's a lot of people going on this trip. There's a lot of money that Disney is going to take from us very, very soon. Do I think I'm going to get every dime back from that? I do.
Totally agree.
I do, in terms of the experience. And when the experience for me is not equal to the amount of money I've spent, I'm done.
That's right.
I have not been yet, or I've not been at the end, been like, you know what? That was not worth it.
Let me take that a step further, Sam. If you can put on a piece of paper how much you enjoy Disney, I think you've missed the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
if you try to justify it that way of like, yeah, I spent $5,000. I'm just throwing out a figure. I spent $5,000.
I wish. That'd be great.
I was able to do this, and this. I don't think so, man. But there is nothing. I mean, nothing we have ever experienced in this that can compare to the experiences that we've had, that we've highlighted through multiple episodes of this podcast. The reason that we have this podcast, because we say it all the time, it's not how you do Disney, it's why you do Disney. Mm-hmm. And that is the core tenet of this podcast. And I pray that it always is. I don't think it's anything that you could ever like explain to people that don't have that experience, or people that don't want to know what that experience is. Because Carter, you got a decision to make. You're 25 years old and you started your family.
You are old.
Do you have to take Beckett to Disney World every time you have a vacation? No, you sure don't. But
No, we do.
I think there's a big part of you that feels that way. And why is that? Because of the experiences that you've had. That's nothing you can ever put on a piece of paper or justify from a budget or even, dare I say, capture in a picture. But those things that you have in your heart and those things that you feel, man, you can't put a price on that.
Yeah. It's the emotions, it's the experiences. Those are the things that are going to touch you deeply instead of the money. And this is just me personally. Spending time with my family is going to be the number one driving force of us doing stuff. It's equivalent, like, let's just talk about the beach. If I went to the beach, spent the same amount of money at the beach, and we had a great time at the end of the week, and the kids are just singing its praises, then boom, worth it. I feel the same way with Disney World.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I can't really podcast about the beach.
Yeah.
There's sand.
Right.
It's hot.
And hot.
Of course,
I
it's
went
rough.
inside and watched TV. And like when I go, I think another thing about Disney World, it's very similar to like summer camp in a way of like, the only reason why I'm on my phone is to take a picture or do the lightning lanes. Otherwise, we are doing stuff with the kids. We're talking to the kids. We're having fun with them. They're enjoying it. Those memories that we have. Yes, some of them are videos. We can watch the videos back, but we just tell little stories about Disney World all the time. Hey, remember that time Hadley did this?
right.
Remember that time Jackson did this? I mean, we told the Country Bear story 1,000 times in 55 episodes.
That's right.
So, like, that's a big deal to us. And it's a
That's
big
right.
deal to Jackson and our family.
Yep.
Those experiences are what makes it magical. I hear Carter. I promise you, I hear what you're saying. I do hate the prices, and I wish they could do something to lower it. That's just the price of doing business now, unfortunately.
You know, and I'm not saying any of that stuff's been taken away. I think that it drives more decisions than it maybe should or used to. You know, the last non-IP attraction.
Only because you said it on the last podcast, but I did not know that.
Oh yeah, I did. It was Expedition Everest, and it's been 20 years since a non-IP ride. Like, they're all going away too, or they're being rethemed. And like, I get it. Like, you want to market your characters, market your IP, but some of the best rides, some of the most like nostalgic things of Disney didn't have a lick of IP attached to it. I think that is money driven. Even like Guardians is a bad example because you would say it's a lot better than Ellen. I'm trying to think of like something that was taken away.
I would say exponentially better than Ellen. But the thing with, and I never did Ellen, was like, how long was that ride?
It's pretty long.
Like an hour?
I would say probably 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's insane.
So I don't have stuff like that anymore either. You don't want to talk about world building and that kind of thing.
Well, to wrap all this up, you know, I do want to close with another quote that's one of his most famous ones is that Disneyland will never be finished. Disney World will never be finished. And I think that's very appealing for a lot of people that are fans of going to Disney World and Disneyland. But it's going to continue to move. It's going to continue to morph. It's going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to do things right. They're going to continue to do some things that are maybe questionable. It's never going to stop evolving. And I think that's a really cool thing about Disney. And it's definitely at the heart of who Walt was and the things that Walt wanted to see. So good job with that, guys.
If you had it to do over again, would you do any part of it differently?
Well, if I had it to do over again, I think, no, I don't think I would.
All right, I want to make this kind of a quick hit thing. I want to read a modern Disney thing, and I want you just to simply tell me whether you think Walt would approve or disapprove. Okay? And like I said, let's kind of keep these short, kind of rapid fire, because I have about 10 of them here. We'll first start with Lightning Lane, Sam.
I'm going to say
I think you got to be honest.
disapprove.
Yeah.
Disapprove.
Carter, you too?
Yeah.
I agree. How about mobile ordering?
Approve.
So I disapprove.
I mean, maybe you're right.
I just,
I'm going to tell you why I think he would like it, Sam, is because I think that would give you more time to sit at the table with your family. And I think that was a big proponent of what he liked.
yeah,
And
that's a
so,
good point.
Okay.
how about Disney Vacation Club?
No.
I think he'd approve of it. I do. I think he liked building resorts. That was a big deal to him.
Yeah.
And I think the idea of
And theming those resorts.
Yeah, and having something where people are coming back. And I don't think necessarily the money part of it. I think the idea of the connections. I mean, he wanted to build daggum neighborhoods.
Right.
You know, like that was a big part. He wanted to build, Epcot was going to be a city.
Where people live, that's right.
So I can't see him being that bad.
We're not DVC members, but there's like a family aspect to that, and I think he would approve of that. So how about Disney influencers like the Big Mouse House? Just joking, we're not really influencers, but you know, this whole idea of these guys that make a living off of just going to Disney World.
Yeah, I think he'd approve. If you like going to Disney World, you like going. I mean, I don't think he's opposed to it.
Yeah, agree.
All right, how about character dining?
No.
Really?
I think he'd want the characters out and about.
Okay.
I don't think he'd want them cordoned off. If they were walking around the park too, I don't think he'd mind. But the idea of their exclusivity being with those, I don't think he'd like. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's just my bias.
If
though.
it's an either or, then no. But if it was both and, then sure.
Okay. How about the festival booths? For example, in Epcot, the Food and Wine Festival or the Festival of the Arts, where they bring out all these commercialized aspects of even more money and even more things to experience.
Yeah, he'd be fine with it.
Exposure to like different cultures and things like that.
He didn't mind getting a little corporate help.
Sam mentioned it earlier. How about that Galactic Star Cruiser, Sam? You think he would approve of that?
I do, because the all-encompassing world building, theming,
Immersion.
Yeah. I do. I really do. But there's a part of my brain, like Carter's shaking his head. No, I can also be like, oh, that's a little too much. I don't know if he would have bought Star Wars, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
if I were to go back, I'd say he probably wouldn't have bought Star
He
Wars.
would have made his own version.
Correct.
So, Carter, you disagree with that one?
Yeah, I disagree. He'd disapprove, I think.
Okay. How about some rides here? How about Tron? You think he would approve or disapprove of something like Tron?
No, too quick. Too fast.
Okay. How about Rise of the Resistance?
I mean, same thing for your Star Wars point, I guess.
I think he'd like it, though. I think the technology and the theming, I think the way the guest is brought into that ride, I think he would just be shocked, overwhelmed.
And the last one I have for us is the Skyliner.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
innovative.
I think he
Why
would.
not? I mean, it's a scarier monorail.
That's right.
He'd have loved it.
Good
They
point.
get stuck.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Express Monorail, our highway in the sky to the Magic Kingdom.
Last but not least today, something that's been on the table for a few weeks. We just haven't gotten to it. Not because it's bad. We've just been so good lately.
The discussion has been flowing.
Humble brag.
Yeah, humble brag. This is called the Five Senses Draft. We're going to be drafting each a sight, a sound, a smell, a taste, and some kind of touch. What feels like Disney World, the most. We're looking for some kind of specific view, some kind of soundtrack or some sound, something. It could be a song. It could be whatever. A smell, something that's a Disney scent, some kind of taste that just tastes like Disney World. And then a Disney feeling. What's our touch, our Disney feeling? Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to start us off?
Are we doing these one at a time?
You can do
Or
any
mix-
of the five.
okay. So
You're
if I
trying to
wanted-
get the best one possible.
Okay, I'm with you.
Your best. If you only got these five things at Disney World, right? If you couldn't taste anything but this thing, who has the best experience?
Okay, got it.
Okay. Jamie, I'm going to let you go first.
Can I say it for you?
What?
Your sound,
What?
Walt the Dreamer, that area.
100%. 100%.
That's your sound.
Let me tell you the first time I experienced this, because I know I've mentioned that I love it. I don't know if I've told you why. The first time that Mrs. Mouse and I went, after they finally took down all the walls in Epcot,
Took so long.
we went to Epcot, and this was back when there was like a 20-minute wait to even get up to the Walt the Dreamer statue. I mean, it was like in high demand. People wanted to experience it. The lights, it was sunset. It was getting kind of dark, and they were turning on the lights, and the music was so ethereal. It was so grabbing. And I remember Christy and I sat there for probably 2 hours. We went up to Connections and got some drinks. We went up to Connections and got some snacks. We went over here to get some kind of desserts and that kind of thing. And she and I sat there together. I'm not even gonna say we had a lot of discussion, and it wasn't like about looking around. It was just that we were together in that moment for that time, for the first time, and having that experience with my wife. I'll never forget it. It was so special to me. And as soon as I walk through there, it brings me back every time when I start hearing that music. There's nothing like it in all of Disney World to me, and other people might disagree, but that's my sound and that's my first pick, and I'm so happy about it. Good job, Carter. You nailed that one, that I would pick that first.
I'm going to take this draft a little different.
Here we go.
I'm not going to go for like the best. I'm going for like deep pulls, like niche things that you may not think of. I'm going to start with my smell.
Okay.
Bathrooms.
No, I'm going to take the smell of oranges on Soarin'.
Oh, okay. All right, player.
That's not a deep pull. It's amazing.
It's so cool to me how you can smell it as soon as that scene starts and it goes away as soon as it ends. It's so good.
Side note on that one. You know what my favorite smell on Soarin' is?
The elephants.
The elephants,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The grass. That's like fresh.
unreal.
Oh man, it's so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on you there, but
That's all right.
All right, so I got two. So I'm going to go with a sound and then a sight. The sound is easy. It's everybody wants to rule the world on Guardians.
Okay.
It just is. It just is. It's unreal. It's perfection.
just one time it's happened for you.
I've had it once. And I will do Guardians until I get it again.
I was going to ask. Let me ask you this personally.
Yes.
If you never get to experience it again,
That-
have it the
that
way
time with Henry at that late night was perfect. It was perfection.
So, like, if you didn't get it anymore, would you be okay?
I want to do it with Emily one time, but it was. I mean, I have the song on a CD in my truck, so we listened to it, and we both Henry and I just like look, we're like we get excited.
It
We're
puts
like,
you
my
back
gosh.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. It was a relief. Oh, I could talk about it all day. My site, semi cheating, but the fireworks from Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
There you
Okay,
go.
There you go.
There it is.
That's the best place to see it. And again, cheating because you're on a ride, you got sound, but it's perfection. It really is. Like, if I'm not going to watch fireworks, I'm going to be at a ride in Magic Kingdom around fireworks so I can see them while I'm doing the ride.
Yeah.
Tiana's or Big Thunder, perfect place to be.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Sight. This doesn't really fit my deep pool thing, but the first time I saw the Stormtroopers on
Okay.
Rise of the
That's a good
Resistance,
one.
that's what I'm going to take for my Sight.
That's a good one.
I have that picture.
That
Carter,
one speaks for itself. I don't have to even go into that.
we're going to post that because Carter is standing there like he is 6 years old and like just wide eyed. I think he even had his hands up like shrugging his shoulders like, I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
That's a good one, bud.
It's a
I
great
like that. My smell, I'm going to go with Main Street. Not a deep pull, but that's for me. When you walk on Main Street, just the confectionery, the popcorn, all the smells and just the aspects. And I know not all of it's natural.
That's your smell or your sight?
It's my smell.
Smell, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
And then his Sight will also
okay, well,
be-
go ahead. You got another one. Go ahead.
All right, touch. I hope Disney doesn't come get me for this one, but I secretly love when I'm on Living with the Land to sneak my hand down into the water as we take off.
I do that on most boat rides.
I like that. I like
Don't
that.
incriminate me, but I'll take that as my touch because I feel like a rebel, but I also feel like it's something I've done since I was, 6 or 7 years old as well. So give me that one for my touch.
I think it's a really good one.
Backside of water.
I think I'm going to steal this draft right here.
Carter, go ahead.
This is a big mouse answer that I'm
If
about
he
to
says so
give.
himself.
This is a big mouse answer.
Am I going to cry?
Probably not. The feeling of pure exhaustion at the end of the day after knowing you gave everything you had and how awesome the day was.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's a good one.
I don't think you stole the draft on that one, but
I think
I'll
that
go with it.
I thought y'all would be on that.
Oh!
I think that just encapsulates.
I'm about to take. All right, so I feel so, and it's a feeling only Jamie and I have had. Carter has not had this feeling yet. It is a feeling that is rare. So Carter said the exhaustion at the end of the day, and that's great, Carter. But how about here's going to be my feeling. This sounds bad. My feeling was going to be holding my daughter's hand on Main Street.
Okay.
But screw that.
It's a great feeling. But what if I told you a maybe even better feeling is getting that lightning lane you didn't think you were going to get. You get that lightning lane at the perfect time.
Okay.
Boom. And you get it in. Man, it's a good feeling, man. Let
That's
me
the
tell
most
you.
Sam Jones answer ever right there.
It's a really
That's
good,
a good
feeling,
one.
man. It's a really. If you remember, I think y'all were there. This one, we were at Hollywood. Didn't have
When it Tower?
no one were no. Only I care about Tower. We didn't have Slinky. Couldn't get it. And about 1:30, I apologize. 1:32 p.m. I'll remember it. East Coast time. So 12:32.
We play
Central.
some music here.
I'm walking Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, I'm coming down. I turn right. I cut. What is that? Hollywood Brown Derby, right there.
Yeah,
Or,
right there. Mhm.
I cut through there. I scroll and boom. I click on it. Hit it. Complete. It was perfection. What a great feeling that was. But also holding my daughter's hand on Main Street was also just as good. The first time she saw everything, when she got to do Bippity, that was also really good just to see her.
It was.
Yeah. So maybe that was the sight. Okay. I've got smell and taste left. And look, if you know me, as we've made it very obvious, I don't really care about taste.
He's a very picky
at
eater.
Disney World.
Or in Louisiana.
This is true. I'm going to go for a smell. Jamie already took the smell of Main Street, which is probably going to be mine. But I do really...
Tomorrowland Speedway.
The diesel fumes.
Don't do it.
The diesel fumes was on my list. But I do really like the smell of Pirates.
Okay.
Of that water, man.
water.
The bromine.
Pirate water.
I do like the pirate water. Just, you're in
It is,
Pirates.
100%.
You know you're in Pirates, and it's just a really good feeling. Just
Okay.
if you're at home, man. It's nice air conditioning there. It's perfect.
for sure,
Great
for sure.
feeling.
That's
Okay,
right.
so there you go. Pirates water.
I'm going to change my feeling.
No, man, you
No,
done
I'm-
took it.
Okay,
No,
go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
doing
Go
it.
ahead. Change your
I'll let
feeling.
you
Change your
change it.
feeling.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Being drenched after riding rapids
Oh.
How many times?
at least 15. At least.
Are you pandering directly to Henry? Because you
Maybe.
may have.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, that was an insane.
He is on our
day.
next show.
In December as well. I never will forget Henry's blue lips after
That's how
he
you know
read it
you.
9
That's how you know
times.
you did it.
Oh my gosh, back to
Right.
back to back to back to back.
And then for my actual pick,
You've got taste and sound left, Carter.
sound, digging in my niche bag here.
Uh-oh.
This is something that I've talked about catering to me. Y'all probably don't care as much about.
Is it your mom screaming on Barnstormer?
That could be a pick, but that's not what I'm going with. For me, again, I don't go nearly as much as y'all do, or at least the Big Mouse. There is something about on the bus, going to the park, and they start telling you about Epcot. Welcome aboard the Disney Magical, whatever, the Disney Bus Transportation System. We are on our way to Magic Kingdom. Step into the days of tomorrow and ride the People Mover. Step into Fantasyland and ride anything but Peter Pan. So, you know, so
He
on.
does
that
say
way.
that. That's crazy. I forgot
So
he
on.
said
So
that.
like,
That is a really
for me,
good sound.
especially the first day, when all of that anticipation,
it's on.
it's like, okay, we're here. It's go time.
That's the day you can stand the bus the most. You know what I'm saying? Like the bus isn't as awful on the first day.
Hey,
Because
Jack
you're-
loves the bus.
I like the bus.
Jack said that on the pot, and that made me laugh.
Jack likes the outsides of the
I
bus.
was, yeah, he just likes the themed part of the bus.
All 4 of them. Most of them are just the generic, but
Dude.
there's like 4 that are themed.
When we go back in December, I cannot wait to see his face for the Skyliner because there's what?
Oh my gosh.
150 different
Has he
combinations.
never seen the Skyliner?
He said he hadn't ridden it.
It
Well, I mean,
was,
you may
it
not
was a
have ridden
thing
it.
last time we went, but we didn't ride it. Like it was there.
Yeah. Well, and then we're not going to ride it this time either. Unless we want to go
Yeah,
on a free ride.
We'll figure out a way to.
Emily
I know
will not
Emily's
be getting
not.
on it. Emily will not be getting on it. Okay,
Alright.
so your sound, was it your sound? What was
Yeah.
it?
The bus PA.
Bus PA announcements. I mean, that's a great one, Carr. I like that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Transportation System. We're on our way to the Magic Kingdom.
All right, Jamie.
What do I have left?
Jamie, you have sight and taste. You
Man,
have
there's
taste
so many
left.
tastes.
Taste.
Golly.
I got great taste. Hope you're ready, Henry. I'm coming for you on this one.
The Big Mouse is the Big Mouse. Big Mouse loves food. I don't know that I can narrow it down to one taste. We talk about popcorn a lot, and
Yeah,
Carter's
that's
gonna,
what I was gonna say. He's
Carter's
gonna say
gonna pump me
popcorn.
out for picking popcorn, so I won't do that.
That's a good one. I would have
it.
picked that one if I wasn't trying to go so niche.
Yeah, just to keep the pod moving. I'll save the popcorn because it has a totally different
I
taste.
think it's a great choice. That's if it was going to fall to me, I was going to take it last. That's a really, really good.
That's a good one.
What park does popcorn taste the best? in?
Magic
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom,
Yeah,
not
for
even
sure.
close.
I think
dude.
I've eaten it more in Epcot though.
And
than
Epcot's
Magic
a little
Kingdom.
salty to me. I don't know why.
I don't know if
that
I've had
way.
it at Epcot or Animal Kingdom.
Oh,
Oh, Animal Kingdom's good too.
Yeah,
I've
it is
only
very
had-
good.
I can
very
remember it
buttery
in-
Animal Kingdom. Very buttery. Hollywood. I don't think I've ever had popcorn in Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood was when we refilled Henry's bucket like 8 times.
Oh man, the boys got to eat something.
What's it called? The little sheep, Valentino
Yeah, from Wish.
from Wish.
Yeah. All right.
So
For
you have sight left.
I have
Jamie.
for my site,
And there's so many great sites at Disney World.
and people are gonna be like, "You're just
Walk under the bridge.
no."
Oh,
The castle.
My site, and I've had many. My kids,
Oh,
you know, seeing them happy, this next generation of what that's gonna look like. My wife's happiness
Oh.
while we're at Disney World is a whole nother level. It's a sense of peace and it's a sense of enjoyment and pure joy. And so I'm gonna shout out my wife, the row, and say her face while we're at Disney.
great one.
This is the best day of my life.
Carter,
my last pick.
you have taste left.
I'm gonna go with the taste of victory on Toy Story Mania.
Good one.
That is so
That's
good.
a good one.
I know.
How do you know? You've never won.
I've never lost. What do you mean I've never won?
I will destroy you.
I
in
want
December.
you two on it. Yeah,
I
no
will
kids.
smoke you.
I want the two of you to go at it.
I will smoke you, Carter. I was at 199.5.
That's impressive.
Let me put on blast what Sam does. Sam likes to ride with Hadley and shoot her stuff as well as his own because
bring
he
with Henry.
knows he's going to get like double points.
You should
You gotta do what you gotta
shoot
do.
everything.
Yeah,
So
I don't. I just shoot.
My
I don't,
point is, he doesn't ride it with anybody like you.
So let me ask you this.
You see what I'm
okay,
saying?
You're saying that's fine.
Yeah.
So Jamie's
I'm-
backing you.
I'm not saying
Jamie's
that.
backing you.
Carter does it too.
Game, respect, game. Okay.
Respect. Hey, are we
But
gonna
here's
we're gonna go get the Wii out and go?
Woo!
Get, you know, Toy Story Mania has
Yeah.
a game on the Wii.
Yeah.
it's the same
Do I
daggum
own
ride.
it? Do I own it?
No.
Okay.
Here's my. I have a question. Are you an accuracy guy, or are you just getting shots up?
I mean, I'm going to tell you, I am like a 4% accuracy. I am.
See, I'm more
all-
methodical and hitting
No.
and like aiming for those big ones.
Absolute
My
waste of
accuracy is
time.
like 40
No.
usually.
Well, dude, if I get over 10% accuracy, I didn't shoot enough.
Let me tell y'all Y'all could do it if y'all did the research, which kind of takes the fun out of it. But the
No, I ain't
secret
doing
to
that.
really doing well,
I've never watched a video.
Me
I will
neither.
say I'll never. Do
I'm
that.
just going to tell you the secret is to unlock things together. That's the
Yeah.
secret to get the really, really big scores.
Yeah, because your partner has to be also pretty good to get
But
over
yeah,
200,000.
that's going to happen. The two of you, one on one.
Well, back to my draft pick here. You probably won't believe this, but old Henry T. Jones was talking a lot of smack
I can't believe that.
Where'd you get that from?
to go up against me in Toy Story Mania.
Not shocking.
I beat him handedly. While you do your last pick, I'm going to look up what the score was. 'Cause I took a picture of it.
All right, we're gonna get him
I'll
in
be-
here. We're
I'll
gonna
be
bring him
back.
in here for his live reaction as well. I'm going to end off. I've got taste as well. And look, the taste of victory in Toy Story Mania is great. The taste of popcorn was probably, the one that I was thinking of. There's something about cold things at Disney World that I love. And one of the things that Emma and I love to do together is ices. So does Henry and Hadley. And there's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, there's a couple icy stands where you can get frozen Cokes and frozen drinks. Of terms I know everybody's going to like, it cools you down, it resets. It's also like, this is like the thing we know we love together. If we're mad at each other, we're hot, we're tired, whatever it is, we get that frozen drink in us and we're much happier. My honorable mention for taste would be the chips and salsa and queso in Mexico Pavilion.
Okay. San Angelo?
Love it.
Oh, wait.
So good.
In the restaurant?
In the restaurant.
Timing.
Perfect
Henry
timing,
Jones.
Henry.
Well, I told Chris to bring him in here.
Okay, great.
I'm still looking for it. Give me a second.
Come over here, buddy. Come over here.
Henry has entered the room.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, Henry, we just did a 5 senses draft. Okay, and Chrissy is in here as well. So both of you are going to get to vote on this, and we're going to see which of the 5 senses is the best. Okay, if you went to Disney World, you could have one sight, one sound, one smell, one taste, one touch. You tell me which one sounds the best. Okay, we've got the sound is the bus announcements. The sight is the first time seeing stormtroopers on Rise of Resistance. The taste is the taste of victory on Toy Story Mania. The feeling is being drenched after riding Cali River Rapids. And the smell is the oranges on Soarin'. Henry, how do you feel about that day?
I feel this is very good.
Very good.
Do you have a prediction of
I
who
thought
you
he was
think
about to
that
snipe who
is?
he thought it was.
Yeah.
Who I think it is. If I'm correct, I think that would be Carter.
Okay.
We're not going
Maybe,
to tell you
maybe
yet.
not.
Sound for this next person is the fireworks from Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The sound is Everybody Wants to Rule the World at Guardians. The smell is the water at Pirates of the Caribbean. The taste is frozen Cokes or frozen drinks. And then the touch is holding my daughter's hand on Main Street.
This is one of the easiest I've ever done. This is Sam.
Okay.
Now I'd like to switch my first one from Jamie to Carter. From Carter to Jamie.
Okay.
Now, hang on now.
And then this last one is the sound is the Walt the Dreamer loop at Epcot. The sight is his wife at Disney World. Taste is the popcorn at Disney World. Feeling is feeling and touching the water on boat rides. And the smell is Main Street.
I'm losing everything. I'm going to switch mine back.
Which one of those days sounds the best? Which one of those drafts?
Probably my dad's.
Whoa! Thanks, Henry.
He's only going off of that because of Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Yeah.
That's how confident I am. I know it's his.
And he also knows who's driving him back and getting him a frozen drink on the way home. Now, Henry, also need your live reaction.
One more time. One more thing before you go.
Okay. This is the real reason you got called in here. So, Carter talked about his favorite taste at Disney World is the taste of victory at Toy Story Mania. Have you ever ridden Toy Story Mania with Carter?
Yes, I have.
How did it go?
I don't know if I've been in the same cart, but I think he would destroy me.
Henry Jones, I got you in 4K, brother.
Okay.
no.
Carter has the picture. Carter, can you relay to us the scores?
The score was, I'll let you determine who scored how many points. Okay.
Okay.
204,900 to 66,900.
24-year-old versus 11-year-old.
You were 8.
Yeah.
Even better.
You may have been 9. You were actually 9.
Even more excuses. They just keep coming my way.
But we also talked about how much smack you were talking beforehand, saying you were going to beat me.
He was actually 3 because he got in for free. I'm just joking.
Yeah, Disney, don't check those
Hey.
birds tickets, bro.
He did have a 52% accuracy, though.
That's really good.
It's pretty good.
Just not shooting enough,
He's
man.
not shooting enough.
If you ain't shooting, you can't make shots. You miss 100% of shots you don't take.
My finger muscles haven't developed yet.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
That's what it is. Good one.
Since you're in here, Christine, if you had what's your favorite smell at Disney World?
A few moments later.
I don't know.
Thank you, Mom.
This is why we bring her in here.
I do like a good Mickey waffle smell. I can smell those from a mile away.
Do you like the Mickey waffle or the smell of your Mickey waffle lounge fly?
Mickey waffle.
Yeah. Chrissy, what about sound? What's your favorite sound at Disney World? If you had a favorite sound.
That's hard. I don't know. I would say just the sound of, like when you walk into Epcot, like you hear it. I don't know what it is, but it just sounds like Epcot.
Kind of like what her husband said. It's really good. One more, Chrissy, because I know we're throwing this on you, Chrissy. I'm sorry. What about your favorite feeling?
Tron.
That quick, fast ride?
Yeah, my mouth always gets real dry. I can't breathe, but I like it.
Breathe air. Okay. Well, that was great.
Your mouth ever gotten so dry you can't breathe? Like,
yeah,
you're lying.
It happens at Tron.
It does.
My mouth's wide open. I feel like I'm catching air.
Same.
Like I'm gonna fly away like a kite.
Same. Take me away.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height.
What's amazing about Walt Disney is that nearly 60 years after his passing, we're still having conversations like this today. Not because he built a theme park, not because he created Mickey Mouse, not because he founded a company. We're still talking about him today because he gave people permission to dream bigger than what existed in front of them. Tonight, we've debated whether he loved Disney World, whether he'd tear some things down, build something completely new. If there was one thing we learned from Walt, it's that Disney was never supposed to stand still. It was supposed to grow, to change, to inspire, to keep moving forward. The reason we keep coming back isn't just because of the rides, the food, the fireworks, or even nostalgia, because Disney still gives families a place to dream together. For our family, that's what this show has always been about, not just how to do Disney, but why Disney matters. So from Carter, from Sam, from me, the Big Mouse, and from all of us inside the Big Mouse house, thank you for spending part of your day with our family. And remember, there's always room for one more in the Big Mouse house.
Well, that wraps up this episode. We gotta go. See ya.